Hello everyone and welcome back to a new episode of Sequence Breakdown. I wanted to have variety with the different characters and players I cover, but Naetoru is just consistently godlike and I can't not talk about him. So yes, it's another Naetoru analysis. But this time I'm doing a 2-for-1. Akhu plays Pyra and Mythra, who I also play a ton, so I thought I could do some analysis there as well. This is a grand finals that goes on for 8 matches. I'd love to bunker down and talk about the whole thing, but I assure you that would actually take hours, so instead I'll talk about a handful of timestamps instead. Which I think is a lot more, easier to talk about for sure. So the first one we have here is a very short one, but I think it's very neat, all the same. So Akhu just came back from the Angel platform as Pyra. 4 tilt, which is super safe on shield, by the way. I just so you know, which is why it's being spammed. Now, Naetoru double jumps and Thunder Jolts above the platform and leans forward or holds forward so the Thunder Jolt doesn't actually land on the platform. Then he drifts back again to retreat. And what I love about this is, unfortunately, he lands on the platform, which I'm pretty sure wasn't the intention. But what I love even more than that is Akhu decides to do a pivot cancel up tilt with Pyra, which I think is mad underrated. I love this option so much. Because he reacted to Naetoru going up, so he decided that because Pichu drift isn't that great, he's going to land on the platform. And therefore he's going to do a pivot cancel up tilt. Which again, why I think it's pivot cancel up tilt is amazing with my Mythra as well, but I think it's really underrated with Pyra because she slides actually quite far when you do it. And it just covers the entire platform. So this was really, really well done. I just enjoy it a lot. Pivot cancel up tilt is amazing with Pyra as well. I just want people to know this and don't forget. And then we have another one at 311. Let's see. So this is going to be a bouncing back and forth between Akhu and Naetoru, by the way. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit all over the place, but I hope you'll be okay with that. So what happens here now? I don't quite remember. Yes, here we go. Okay, this one is actually kind of funny. So because the video isn't 60 FPS, I can probably go frame by frame a lot more. What I like about this one is, okay, so yeah, Akhu gets hit by the Thunder Jolt and actually has time to double jump before he lands, which I didn't think he would, but he does. And then he drifts forward, following Naetoru's drift, readies a down air, and punishes the Thunder Jolt as hard as humanly possible. Because, yeah, Naetoru just dies. And this is why you need to be very, very careful with your Thunder Jolt as Pichu. That's a very grim reminder that you're not safe. So you need to be very, very mindful of what you're doing. And that's how he gets the first game. Now the next timestamp is at 411. Currently we're doing a lot of Akhu stuff, but yeah, I also want to show that sometimes Thunder Jolt can be a little bit iffy to use, and you're not always safe when you think you are. I love this bit. Okay, yeah, this one is kind of nice. So Naetoru runs up with neutral air because Akhu is dashing, and you know, in the initial dash you can't really do much, so he gets hit by neutral air. And he follows up with one jab block because, or not because, but one jab block will make Akhu fall off the ledge, like pratfall, and Naetoru falls off with downer immediately. And this only, by the way, I just want to say that this only works if the opponent presses jump or up B immediately. which he does. Like, if you double jump or up B immediately, you'll get hit by this, and you kind of die. You kind of very much die. So it's just a very clean sequence of nice awareness from Naetoru. Then we have another one at 540. So I'm gonna just go through this like as quickly as possible, because I notice that a lot of my videos become very long when I try to analyze everything way too much, and I ramble a lot, so I just need to see. Yeah, this bit is just, I wouldn't say for fun, but there is a slight mistake that Akhu does that I need to talk about. So, you're off stage as Mythra against Pichu, which is like, Pichu's like one of the best edge guards in the game. So what does he do? Double jump to ledge. Okay, that's fine. Regular get up, gets hit by Thunder Jolt. What does he do? Double jump side B. This is like one of the worst options you could have picked, because Mythra is nowhere near safe when you're side B. And you can't snap to ledge with side B before it's done. So that just makes you get hit, and now you're in a really, really bad position. And then he up B's immediately to avoid the Thunder Jolt. Which he did. But honestly, you could have just... You could have done a lot of other things for sure. I just need to see. Replay that. Yeah, okay. Jump ledge. Double jump side B gets it. Yeah. There's honestly not a lot you could have done. Obviously you could have drifted forward a little bit more and then up B. Granted, it wouldn't have been safe because, you know, the further down you drift with Mythra, you just can't snap the ledge anymore. So it's honestly just a really bad position. Just really bad position. There's not much you could have done. You could obviously have switched to Pyra at some point, because I need to stress this, but Pyra can snap to the ledge far further down than Mythra can, and that makes her like low recoveries is a lot better for Pyra than Mythra. So I just need to emphasize that you could definitely have switched to Pyra at some point in here. Also, that side B was just horrendous, I'm sorry. It's just bad. Okay, so the next time snap is in match 3 at 8:45. Let's see. Oh, I think I know exactly what happens here. Okay, this one is also another... I hate to say it, but it's another bad play on Akhu's part that I just need to look at. So, he gets the roll read. Down tilt forward air. Very nice bread and butter. And then he does the biggest mistake of all. He goes for another forward air. Never do this. The second forward air is not true. It never will be. So he misses. And now you're drifting off stage. He double jumped, gets caught by back air from Naetoru, which is a really, really very well placed back air. And now you're off stage against Pichu again. Like, it's crazy. He lost the stock because he overextended with an extra forward air. Again, let me see. Like, you shouldn't double jump immediately here. That is... I know you want to get back to stage, but air dodging would have been a way better option. Air dodge to ledge. And then, of course, you can't switch to Pyra at all in this situation, so you just have to up B. Here, you could have switched to Pyra instead of side Bing, which is always the better option in my opinion. And because of that, yeah, there's your stock. So yeah, all of that because you forward airs one too many times. And of course, side being a little bit too much. Naetoru knows very well how to punish this now, and yeah, he takes full advantage of it. So, we're gonna jump over match number 4, because there's like actually nothing noteworthy that happens in it. So we're going on to match number 5. At 5:06. Yes, okay, this one. I need to talk about this. Okay, so he back airs Akhu. Akhu double jumps off the ledge and gets grabbed. And what I love about this in particular is Naetoru Thunder Jolts, but he holds back. So this is like one of the coolest things with Pichu. Like, because you don't hold forward, you don't get hit by the forward air or whatever aerial your opponent might throw out, and that's a free hit. And that's all I wanted to say. It's just really cool to do. It's a nice mix-up as well. Because your opponent thinks that, oh, he's going to be drifting forward with the Thunder Jolt, but no, he doesn't. And I just think that's cool. A very small clip, of course, but... So you might have noticed that Naetoru takes big advantage of how bad Pyra and Mythra are off stage. Of course, Akhu does some very sus decisions, but you know. Let's see. That air dodge is unfortunate. It just happens sometimes. I bet you wanted to shield or something. Then you double jump, which Naetoru obviously is going to back here, and he drifts forward to not get caught by the up B from Pyra. And then he just recovers, and that's it. Yeah. Like, guys, Pyra Mythra's recovery are absolute garbage. You need to take advantage of how bad it is at any given moment. They might be like incredible on stage, but once they're off stage, oof. See, the next one is 1658. Yeah. There's really not much Pichu can do once you get a perfectly spaced forward air on their shield. This one I like so much. Like, this timestamp I have because I want you to remind you that Pichu getting 2 ribbon is a very, very, very likely possibility. Because he grabs the ledge very early and he pops above ledge very, like, a lot. Very a lot, yeah. Eloquent I am. But yeah, he gets the up tilt, the down tilt, and he overextends a little bit because he made Naetoru air dodge, but he didn't do anything with it. He tried to dash attack, but you're way too far away now. So what I like to do in this situation is, if I have the opponent air dodging, side B here, the long version, just go. When you do, you'll catch them. And Naetoru probably would have lost the stock if he did side B there. But yeah, that's just a tip from me. Because sometimes Pyra isn't fast enough to cover the landing of the air dodge, so just cover it with side B. I swear, it works wonders. And then we're going to jump to match number 6 at 2022, which is it's fast approaching, I would imagine. There's actually something else I wanted to look at here, now that I'm here. Actually, yeah, there's one more thing. Because Akhu rapid jabs Pichu's shield, gets spot dodge in time to not get grabbed, and then he didn't go for up tilt. Because up tilt starts behind Pyra, you know, and it's just way faster than doing a turnaround forward tilt is. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. Anyway, yeah, Naetoru gets a nice chase here. Which is actually very, very valid to do, by the way. If your first thunder didn't connect, then just double jump, go for another one. I promise you, it just works. It's so good. And here, let's see. Goes for some nice reads here. Yes, okay, this whole sequence is so good. Okay, allow me to put my glasses on here. Gets the parry on Pyra's back air, making it omega unsafe. Gets the grab. Akhu tech rolls to the left. Doing Nair right here is actually very nice in general, because it has such low ending lag that you will be able to grab your opponent anyway. Most of the time. And if they tech roll to the right, then you'll cover that, or tech in place. So it's just very well done. Also, Akhu sides B right here, or up B. It might be side B or up B, I'm not entirely sure yet. But either way, it's a horrible option. Don't throw up air, down air to... Got the sour spot down there to send them further away, which is cool. And then, I don't know what Akhu is doing with the back air here, but he gets hard punished. Like, I don't know what the purpose of this back air actually is. I guess you just wanted to, like, back air out a hit stun, but Naetoru was ready for you to just mash a button on him, and he would be so low that you can't hit him, and that's how your stock goes. Interesting. Now, let's talk about the final not final match, because there is an 8th game, but game number 8 is so underwhelming. Like, Akhu gives up in the middle of the game and SDs his 2 final stocks, so there's nothing to talk about here. Anyway, match number 7. Or, sorry, the final timestamp. See what happens. I only half remember these things, you know. Yes, okay. This is just Naetoru being godlike as usual. Okay, so down throw. Almost got the forward air and drifts backwards again, which is a good thing. I'm kind of sad about this not hitting. It was so close, but alas. Then he gets forward air into dash attack, which I do believe is true at low percent if the opponent dies in or not at all, which probably could have been the case. It's kind of hard to see because the quality isn't the best. Yeah, you can see it, roughly. Gets dash attack. Up air. Back air. Back air loops. And I love this part. This part is good. Okay, so Akhu tries to back air Pichu. And unfortunately, he's like a frame off, I think. And because of that, Naetoru gets the fabled up air thunder, which is beautiful. So yeah, obviously, you could have done a lot of other things to avoid that situation. Not so much these combos. You tried to double jump out, but it didn't work. Here, yeah, hold on. Yeah, could you double jump here? Hold on. I don't want to talk out of my butt, you know, too much. Yeah, I think it might not have been. No, that's his double jump. I am definitely talking out of my ass now. But hey, that's fine. So yeah, you had so many options at your disposal. Even switching to Mythra could have been good. Air dodge could have been great. And instead you tried to challenge Pichu with one of your slowest aerials. I bet neutral air or up air could have been also just as well. But yeah. And that's how it goes. As I said, the last game is a joke. Yeah, Akhu just SDs the last 2 stocks because he doesn't believe he can win anymore, and that's understandable. Naetoru had all the momentum. And that's going to be my Naetoru / Akhu analysis for now. I have been wanting to do this one for a while because it's... I mean, hey, it's 2 characters that are playing in one set. You don't see that very often anymore, unfortunately. But hey, it's cool. Naetoru, you're godlike. Please keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll see you again soon.